Right there guys, Jay here, and this is a Photoshop tutorial on how to make your own avatar within a circle, sort of like a logo thing. This is requested by one of my subscribers, so yeah, I'm just making this video, and it's sort of an updated video of my recent avatar creation thing on Photoshop. So let's get into this. So this is a YouTube avatar. You want to go to File, New on Photoshop. Then 800 by 800 pixels. I've already got it as preset as it's a YouTube avatar. So that's the dimensions you want because it'll fit exactly. Then just click OK. Make sure it's on 300 resolution and RGB color. And there you go, guys. And right, to make a circle, right, should we make this black? Right, to make this black, I'm just going to press Alt and backspace just to fill the foreground color to the actual page. And then we're going to go to elliptical marquee tool on the far left hand side. Then this is a little tip and cool little thing I learnt today. If you hold down control, no, if I can get it right now. Right. I'm being a noob right here. Right, best thing to do, go to view, go to new guide, type in 50%, and that's on vertical. Click OK. View, new guide, horizontal, then 50%. I'm sorry if you can hear my keyboard. I'm recording this with my internal mic on my laptop, so I'm sorry about that. You just have to cope. Right, so get to the center point, then hold down Shift and Alt, then drag out your mouse, and you'll get a perfect circle. So say we want it about that big. And then we're going to change the colours just by pressing this arrow or by pressing the X key. And then press down Alt and backspace just like we did at the start. And that'll fill in that circle. And that's your circle right there. Perfectly well shaped, and it's all around like the same length and width and everything. So it's all good. So let's try, right, for this I'm going to make like an inner circle as well. So elliptical marquee tool again. Shift and Alt, middle of the page. I can't even get there because my mouse is right. Middle of the page. Spread it out. That's what he said. And we'll go for about that thickness. So once you've got that selected, you'll see these lines, and then you just press delete like a mouse. And there you go. You've just got like a sort of ring sort of thing. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. So for this, I don't even know how to lay this out. This is just random. Right, press T to go to your type tool, or it's right over here on the left hand side below the pen tool. Then just click and it'll come up with that. Then since I'm XJAEXZ, well, on my main channel, because this is probably going to be uploaded on my graphics channel, but either way, don't know why that's purple. But no, what am I doing? Noob. Right, I'll make that white, so you can just change your colours here. Yep, so if you want to change it to red or whatever, just do that. Right, so let's make this a bit bigger. That's what she said. Yeah, that's what she always says. Right, I'm going to change this font. I do like this font. It's a really good font to use, guys. Lobster 1.4. You can get it for free at dafont.com. It's a really good font and I use it quite a lot. But let's go for Bebas Nur. This you can get for free as well on Dafont. Yeah, just type in dafont.com. It's a great site for fonts and stuff. So I'm just going to make this X smaller since it is meant to be lowercase. But this all, apart from, it's a good font, but it makes everything capitals. That's the only problem. Right, so that's that. Right, I'm just going to make it bigger and I'm going to cheat. So you press Ctrl T and this will go into transform mode. You'll get this box, and hold down Shift. Please hold down Shift whenever you make anything on Photoshop and you're changing the size of it. It does my head in when people don't do it. Because what Shift does, it keeps the actual like aspect ratio of it, so it keeps it the same, like, I don't know, the same shape, so it doesn't distort. So you don't do that like a tit. You hold down Shift, it keeps it all the same, and it looks smexy. And I'm just going to press enter to get rid of that. And I'm just going to press Control H to get rid of the lines. Right, should we fill this in? Yeah, let's fill it in. Right, so marquee tool. I'll put my things back on by pressing Control H. Center point, come on. Come on. Yes. Right, and again Alt Shift. And I'm just gonna get that. Don't matter if you go over the lines. Just gonna get that so it's a big circle so it fills the actual background space of it. And I'm gonna make this I'll make it a light grey for now. Well, a darkish grey. I need to make a new layer because I'm a tit. Put that under layer 1 because layer 1 is our ring, as you can see. And then on layer tools, press Alt and backspace and it'll fill that in. There you go. Right, so that's a simple look. Now we can add some gradients and stuff to it. So I'm just going to go here and go. Right, you want to double click on the layer you want to edit, so it's this one. Don't click on the name tag because that's just stupid. Then go to gradient overlay. And then click on the gradient ones. As you can see, I've already got some presets, so it's just like there. I'm going to use this dark greyish sort of thing. Or I can go for a blue, reds, all sorts, oranges, greens, blues. I'll go for that blue. I like that blue. I use that mainly for like Twitter logos, but it's still pretty cool. And then there's all these little style options like linear, radial, angle, reflected, diamond. Just put it on linear. So it's usually the best one to do. Because then you've got your light tones at the top and your dark tones at the bottom. Then let's mess around. Yeah. Right, that'll do. Frig it. Right, and then for here, I'm gonna add a. Where is it? Outer glow, because I'm a noob. Right, I'll put this onto black. As you can see, it don't do no. We've got a black background, and it don't do anything anyway because it's on screens. Put that on normal, so you blend mode normal. As you can see, it makes this like inner side bit. You can do inner shadow. I just like outer shadow. Plus, because it's not a solid shape because it hasn't got a middle. It'll go inside and outside, so it's all good. And then you can just change this up. There we go. I'll just keep it like that. And if I actually change the background to white, you can see it's got like the drop shadow. So it's pretty cool. It's got the inner shadow and drop shadow in one outer glow, so it's pretty good. And then for the text, let's change this up. So double click this. No, that's not even the text. Double click the text. Gradient overlay, and I'm going to make this. What colour should I make it? I'll make it that colour. So that's a gradient of like dark grey, really dark grey and dark grey. So you can reverse it, but you want the dark bits on the bottom. And should we add a stroke to it? This is just like the outer bit of the text. So I'll have this on white. I'm just messing about here. That's not bad. We'll leave it like that. Right, then I'm going to get all fancy up in this shit. I'm going to go to my files. Ignore these. These are all my videos and shit. Go to my external hard drive. Going to go on Photoshop pics, downloads. Go on Rob Strelini's stocks. If you don't know Rob Strelini, type it in on YouTube. He's a great graphic designer and he has this GFX pack. It's got all textures and shit in it. I use it like nearly every day. It's pretty good. But I just use the same ones all the time. Right, I've got the old Windows on, which sucks. So, just 1 minute. Performance. This is a great way to change your performance, guys, by the way. Type in performance and go and adjust performance. This will come up. And then you can see I've got it on best performance, which is the best just for like rendering videos and stuff. Or you can just have best for appearance, or just let Windows choose. If you let Windows choose, that's basically like default of what your laptop or computer comes with. Then you just wait a minute, you wait a minute, and you wait a minute, and you wait a minute, and then you click OK, and as you can see I've got my previews and shit, and my Windows looks well sexy. Sexy? sexy. Yeah, just ignore me. Right, I'm gonna go for this Mexi little burger right here. Grunge 2. Gonna drag this in. This is how you add photos to the actual file. As you can see, it's a bit too small. So we're gonna extend. No, what am I doing? Drag out the corners. It drags it vertically and horizontally, so up and down, up and sideways. God, I'm being a noob in this fucking commentary. Press enter when you transform that. Then what we're gonna do is hold down Alt, and as you can see in the middle, when you get the actual arrow in the middle, it'll come up with a box with a black arrow. Click that, and that'll just, I don't know what. Wrong place, you noob. Put it there, and there, and there, and over there. Oh, it's because I've got. It's because I've got. Right, you basically can't apply that texture onto there if you've got like a gradient overlay like I have. If you've got something on it, then it won't work. So you've got to right click and got a rasterize layer style. Then it will work. So you can change around with these settings. All these settings do a different thing. So that's what it normally look like. Then you dissolve it and then darken, multiply. So you can just flick through these until you find one you like. I'm flicking through these by using the scroll mouse. So that's kind of cool, but it's really dark. I was gonna go for multiply. It looked good. Alright, and then I'm gonna duplicate this layer just to do it again. So right click and go to duplicate layer right at the top. Click OK, or you can press Ctrl J if you want to use the short keys. And then I'm gonna drag this. Where to drag this up here. And then we're gonna do the same again. Hold down Alt in the middle, and there we go. Smacks a little thing. Yeah, like a boss. So have it on normal. Normal or multiply. It doesn't make a fucking difference, you noob. Right, let's put it on normal. I'm just gonna lower the opacity a little bit. No, not that much. That'll do. So that's a basic idea of something you could do in a circle for a logo, and you can also apply this to the text. I'm just going to Ctrl J to copy that, and then add it on top, and then in the middle again, and then for this you've got a rasterized type, rasterized layer styles, and then do this shit, and then overlay. What am I doing? No, I'm on the wrong layer. Make sure you're on the right layers, guys. Yeah. So on the grunge layer, go to multiply. So that gives it a little bit of effect. It just sort of looks like it's fading in the background, really. Overlay, soft light. Mess around with them until you find one that you actually like. I'm just gonna go on multiply for now. It looks okay. So there you go, guys. That's a basic sort of idea. You don't have to copy this exactly. You can add your own little things in. Although I followed tutorials like this to learn how to use Photoshop, and I've copied them exactly what they did. But this is actually a great way to learn how to use Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop now for about 2.5 years, and I'm 16 years old. So I started basically when I was 14, and what got me into Photoshop and GFX stuff was YouTube. Basically watching other people's videos, being inspired by them, and hopefully you'll be inspired by this and my other videos to like get into graphic design and stuff, because it can be a really great career, and that's what I'm going to try and do in the future. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this commentary and the tutorial. If this helps, make sure to leave a like rating, comment and subscribe if you're new. And for the guy who suggested this video, well then here you go. Hope this helped, and I hope this is what you had in mind. So guys, I'll see you later, and goodbye.